Hello, Caro. How are you?
I'm fine. How was your day?
It was really good. Doing all of the assignments, but finishing everything. How about you?
Fine. I just started one course, well, two. Then I haven't started any project yet, so I'm having kind of free time.
Okay, that's good.
Thanks.
What do you want to talk about today?
I haven't decided yet which area I want to work after I finish the MFIN program. Consulting or finance, I don't know which one to choose.
So you're deciding about the areas you want to work. Have you done any research on it about how different these two areas are?
Well, it depends because consulting is too general and the part of finance that I have previous experience and also I want to keep working on is more related to financial statements. It's similar to accountability.
Okay, that's interesting. And how come are you confused about the two areas? Do you like both, or you are more undecided because you don't have the full information about what are the difference between the two?
I have already. What do you mean exactly with difference?
For example, let me change the question. Have you talked with someone about to understand more what kind of areas you can work if you decided to go to finance or to corporate? How are you gathering more information about this?
Well, all my 5 years of experience were in finance, so I haven't asked anyone else. I'm just wondering if I can find job opportunities if I'm going back to Peru. Because here is more related with bank jobs, and I don't want to work in a bank again. So the process is already established, the way you have to work is so limited that I don't like this environment. And about consulting, I have talked with the professors here. I think it's more general, so consulting could be a great opportunity, but I don't know. I haven't decided which one.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I noticed one thing, especially about finance, that you said that you wanted to. You were also considering about working back in Peru, on finance, almost in the same area that you work. Since here you said it was more about banking, and you don't want to. Do you think also that could be a factor on your decision, working here in the States or working in Peru? If I'm heard you correctly, if you decide to come here to work here in the United States, you're gonna go more into consulting because you wanna avoid working into banking.
It's like the most common job offers are related with bank.
Okay.
I'm not good in investment banking. It's more related with bank, just client service. And I have already done that, and I think I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
But I haven't. I also think that both banking and consulting here are more difficult. Job offers here are more difficult to find than back Peru. I haven't been in Peru and I haven't started to apply for jobs there.
Well, I think you are ahead of, you have a clearer idea than you think also. So, you're going to do a degree here, so you still have a little bit of time on to decide. What are you considering to do to help you make this decision? looking for internships on both ends so you can understand more about the jobs, or like were you doing anything else to have a clear idea, so as soon as you finish the dual degree you know which one and only one path to take?
I think that's also an issue because our home campus is London.
Yeah.
So we are not here the minimum amount of time that you're required to work for apply to an internship. So I can't do any internship. I can work. So I have to wait until my MPhil finish on March 2020 to see if I can apply to an internship or a job position. So mainly, I know it things that I just have to wait.
Yeah. But while you wait, do you think that there's something else you can do? Like I said, the job things. We cannot have a job until March 2020. Do you think there are other things that you can do to help your decision?
Well, actually what I'm doing is I went to Boston Central Library and I'm trying to contact people who are retired businessmen who work with entrepreneurs, like an incubator. So I'm trying to work with them just to know what they're doing, to also learn new things, learn of them if they allow me to help them, or also share with them some business idea that I have to produce. But I don't know. That's what I consider.
I think that's something like already, like you're taking advantage since of the problem of the that we don't have a job. You're taking advantage of other things that can help you make the decision. And if I may ask, what do you think could be like let's think for a second in a way that you still have not decided on March 2020. What would you do? Like now you can have you can apply for jobs. What will be your reaction if you're still like a little bit undecided?
Well, I will try to but there are different choices, because if I find some jobs in investment banking, it's something that I really like, that I know is really a stressful job, a demanding job, but I will work in this field just 2 or 3 years, because it's really profitable. And I don't know if I have to decide between this specific job in investment banking that will allow me earn a lot of money and pay my student loans quickly, and then consulting, probably decide a profitable one.
No.
Probably choose.
Okay, so as I understood, you have like in a case you don't decide, you will go mostly for the job that is going to take a short amount of time and a short period, but it's going to be more profitable in a way, since it's only going to be 3 years. And we're running almost out of time. Do you think you can do something like I'm gonna jump out of the coaching, but give an example? Maybe also, since you're doing the MFin, also you could understand also a little bit better while you're studying the subjects. Like I imagine you will be studying investment banking or other things. Maybe there is going to be a way that you're going to understand even more how what is something that is going to be passion to you. Like what do you think about that?
Well, I already know what is my passion. I know that I really like consulting because I like to improve processes, suggest, shorter ways to achieve a goal. But the issue now is that I can find job offers and internships that match what I'm really interested on, and also the ones that if I have to decide. Having investment bank experience also can help me to then switch to the consulting areas or the consulting job positions.
Okay. So you're, I think you're pretty full of alternatives. Like it's an issue, but it's an issue that you can consider to have a lot of roads that you're willing to take. It's not like one thing that you need to find that solution, and it's only one solution. Like, I feel like you have a lot of alternatives now. Probably you should the only thing is to let the time be and see what it will give you. Like what's the it's gonna come in English. Like what's the opportunities that are gonna show up, but it's not something that you're gonna refuse on because you don't want to.
No, I'm open to options.
Okay. Any observations on the part of the observer?
Okay. At the beginning, you give open questions like compare the finance with consulting areas, and then you talk more about the difference that I can consider. You can also here suggest which are the difference and this difference match with what you like to do. That's something. Some opportunity to ask more about what my interests are. Then we talk about the time when we finish the MFA finish. You will also trying to lead as a deadline. So when do you have to decide? But I think it's good because you need to.
Yeah, I was trying to
finish to have like
a goal.
And try to make it this objective. Try to measure this objective. Then you talk about something else. When I mentioned incubators, you have opportunities to go deeper about this.
Yeah.
This topic that can help you to help me to decide which area is more important for me, or finance, or consulting, or perhaps if I have opportunities in the incubator to work more in one specific area than in the other. I don't know. I think we missed the chance to talk a little more about
I think I avoided that mostly because since we couldn't have an internship, like I canceled that since I was focusing more on the now and then the future. So like I was trying to get.
No, but I mean the incubator idea is now, and it's not an internship. It's my idea to work as a volunteer.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you missed the chance to ask more about that, and then come back to the initial big question. Then also you reinforce the deadline. Which one will I choose if I have to choose immediately? That was good because it also helps you to compare and identify so many differences. Then you talk about the courses of MFin. I think this is another.
Yeah, one.
Yes, so we were
almost at the end, so I tried.
Yes, I understand, but I think it would be better if we just focus on the previous part. Then you summarize, and then you again talk about time. But I think at the beginning it was really good because they were open questions, but then we missed kind of a chance to talk more about more important, more crucial information that can help us to decide.
Okay.
To establish a clear goal at the end. I think that's it.